everyone, how's it going? Cloud here, and welcome to my guide on Olaf's quest. Now, for this quest you need the following requirements. You must have completed the Firemaking Trials quest, and you also need level 40 Firemaking and level 50 Woodcutting, and you must be able to defeat a level 49 monster. A high agility level is also highly recommended to save time, but it isn't a compulsory thing. Now, the only required item for this quest is a spade. The one in the tool belt will not work, however you can find a spade right next to Olaf at the beginning of the quest, so don't necessarily worry about bringing one with you. Other than that, you'll obviously need some weapon, armour and food to defend yourself against the monsters. And the only thing I do recommend is bringing some agility potions or maybe some other agility boosting items such as a summer pie, because there is an obstacle you need to get over during this quest, and the higher agility the easier it is, so you may find yourself wasting a lot of time if not. But like I said, that is completely optional and up to you whether you do that or not. So that is it for the requirements and items. Now onto the quest starting point. So we're currently at the Firemaking province Lodestone, which can be accessed via the Lodestone network, and from here the quest starting point is just a slight walk to the northeast, near where the entrance to the snowy hunter area, and as you get nearby you should see a man called Olaf, and we're going to go speak to him. So, once you start talking to Olaf, he will tell you that he attempted to live up to his family's reputation by becoming an explorer. Although he failed miserably, he wants to liven up his family's spirits and asks you to deliver some special carvings to them. Unfortunately, he only has damp wood on him, so he directs you to the windswept tree up the mountain path, which you could obtain some dry wood. So we're going to go up the hill just over here, and right near the top you should find a windswept tree, and you want to cut it with your axe to get some windswept logs. Once you have some windswept logs, you want to take these back to Olaf. So Olaf will make a bowl for you to take to his wife and a plank to give to his son back in Relica. So both of Olaf's family members can be found in the Relica village, which is just to the west of us, so you're going to head over to Relica now. Now first off we're going to find his wife Ingrid, and she is found wandering around the well, which is just southeast of the Long Hall. Once you find her, give her the bowl and Ingrid will give you a loaf of bread in return for your travels. Now Olaf's son Wolf is further north by the helmet shop, so you're going to head over that direction now to the north. Once you find him and you tell him that his father has sent him a gift from a faraway exotic land, his eyes beam up and he exchanges the plank for a cooked shark. Once you've spoken to those two and given them the respective items, you're now going to return back to Olaf where the quest start point was. So once you talk to Olaf, you'll notice that the fire he had made to keep himself warm has burned out and he's shivering in the cold. Talk to him and he will hand you some damp wood and request you light a fire. You want to use the damp planks and a tinder box on the fire pit to light the fire, and then talk to him again. So after deciding whether or not to give him the food, he will only take the first piece of food in your inventory, and he will give you Sven's last map, and the X on the map is coincidentally right next to the windswept tree that you visited earlier. So now is the time to get your armour and supplies to deal with the monster, and also make sure you bring your agility potions if you don't already have them. Now before we head up to the windswept tree, if you don't have a spade you'll find one just near Olaf, so make sure you grab that as you're going to need it. And when you're ready, you're going to head back to the windswept tree, but instead of chopping it down this time, you're going to choose the option to dig near it, and you'll fall into the Brine Rat Cavern. Now this cave is a one-way system, however you can exit out of the cave by pushing the boulder to the north and squeezing through the exit, which will take you back near Olaf. But make sure you keep your spade on you, because if you fall off in a few minutes, which I'm going to talk about, you'll need to get it. You'll need to have it to get back in there. Anyways, you're going to head east through the cave, and after coming across a fork in the path, take the east path. Make sure you kill a level 23 skeleton Firemaking along the way to obtain a key. Now continue along the east path to a wall, and the picture wall requires a puzzle to be solved in order to unlock. The puzzle is quite simple. You need to rotate the pieces to create a skull. The 4 levers each control 2 bone pieces. So the solution for this puzzle is to pull the right lever once, the up lever once, the left lever once, and the bottom lever once. When finished, pull the confirm lever on the bottom right and the door should open. Just note that you will not need to re-solve the puzzle if you exit the dungeon from this point onwards. Now after crossing into the larger room to the north, you'll find some rope, rotten barrels and several skeleton Firemaking. Kill one of them to acquire a key if you haven't already done so. And then once you've done that, take 2 barrels and 6 ropes from the piles around the room. Now with these supplies, you need to head to the northeast corner of the room where there is a rickety looking bridge. Now this bridge is a bit of a pain. This is what I mentioned at the beginning of the quest, which depends on your agility level. It's very easy to slip off the bridge, and what happens is you wash up near where Olaf is, so you have to go all the way back up to the Windswept tree, dig to get back into the cavern and get back to this point again, so it can be a little bit tedious. Now there is a trick you can do to get across the bridge, but it requires you to do this first part first. So what you need to do, you need to repair the bridge with the 2 barrels and 6 ropes that you have in your inventory. If you did bring any agility boosting items with you, make sure you drink that or eat it before stepping on the bridge, and that decreases the chance of falling. So what you need to do is use a barrel on the empty parts of the walkway to get across. When you've successfully done this, you'll then be able to reach where the gate is in the middle, and that's what requires a key from the skeletons in order to open up and get through. Now like I said, it is quite likely you'll fall off the bridge, so you might end up only fixing one part of the bridge and falling off before reaching the second part. So if that happens, obviously just get back to this spot and then try and repair the second part again. Now the little trick you can do, and like I said, this requires the bridge to actually be repaired before you can do it. In your magic spellbook, whatever you want to call it, there's an ability called Surge. Now if you have the magic level to do it, Surge enables your player to jump forward about 7 spaces. Now you can actually use that to get from the start of the bridge right up to the gate, and if you're quick enough you can obviously open the gate and then proceed to do the Surge ability again. Now with the gate in the middle of the walkway, it has a lock, and it must be matched with the key handle you obtain from killing the skeleton, as there'll be 6 different types of key handles. So when you click on the door, make sure you click the correct shape to open the door and the key will disappear. And a skeleton Firemaking must be killed and to receive another key if necessary. Now if you fall off after you unlock the door, you must get another key, as the door won't stay unlocked. So really I recommend doing this in 2 parts, because unless you're very lucky, you are more than likely to at least fall off the bridge once. So focus on repairing the bridge first with the 2 rotten barrels, so that's all done. Then obviously make sure you've got a key in your inventory, and use the Surge ability, obviously if you have it, to get to the gate, quickly unlock it with the correct shape, and then again use Surge to get to the other side of the bridge. If you do that, that severely reduces the chance of falling off the bridge. Apart from that, there are no real tips to get across the bridge. Like I said, it can be very frustrating. It's probably the longest part of the quest you'll spend doing, but all you can do really is boost your agility level up where you can with items, and obviously use those few tricks that I mentioned to get across. So once you finally get past that pain of the arse bridge, you'll now be ready for the boss fight of the quest. So to commence the fight against Ulfric, you need to attempt to open the chest in the middle of the old longboat wreck, and a level 49 skeleton Firemaking named Ulfric will appear. Now he only uses melee, so protect from melee is highly effective in order to block most of his attacks. Alternatively, you can use the safe spot at the grave where he appears to range or mage him. There's also a couple of good spots to use the halberd, but to be honest, level 49 he's barely got any life points at all, and you'll notice my character dispatches him quite quickly, and I'm sure that will be the same for many of you. So after you successfully kill Ulfric, open the chest again with 5 empty inventory slots, and the quest will be completed, and it will come up, congratulations, you have completed Olaf's quest. You're awarded 1 quest point, 12,000 defense experience, 20,000 coins, 4 cut rubies, access to the Brine Rat Cavern where you can kill brine rats, which requires level 47 Slayer, a piece of parchment telling you of other shipwrecks with more treasure, a shark or a loaf of bread which you might have lost if you gave it to Olaf, 2 treasure and the keys and 2 hearts of ice. So there we are, quest completed. A very easy quest, apart from that flipping bridge. I had a bit of trouble getting across it, admittedly, using my tips and that, and I'm a fairly decent agility level, so if you're quite a low agility level, be prepared for quite a frustrating time, and if it really keeps messing you about, it might be worth you going off for a bit, getting agility trained up and coming back. The quest progress will be saved, and it's literally only the boss fight you've got to worry about after the bridge, so it's pretty quick really, but I'll leave that opinion to you. But the overall rewards for the quest are pretty decent, mostly the defense experience, 12,000, that'll bump you up quite a fair bit, the 20,000 gold coins, but that's always nice, isn't it? And if you're very into Slayer, obviously now having the ability to kill brine rats as a Slayer assignment is also good, and they can drop some decent stuff as well. The main item that you can obtain from Brine Rats is the Brine Saber, which is very rare to obtain, but it is worth about 120k, so if you're quite lucky you can make some decent money off them, and they're really easy to kill as well. But yeah, I don't think you'll run into your problems following my guide. However, if you do get stuck at all, then leave a comment in the comment section below and I'll help you out as best as I can. If not, thank you for watching. Please make sure you like, favourite, comment, subscribe, and don't forget to share with your friends. Cheers guys, bye bye.